All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Francis. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off-play action. Francis. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Detroit! From the gun, Francis. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Sharp. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires. We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. So out come the Bucs now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Francis. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Francis. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And then he goes with a juke. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Electronic. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Looking to throw. Francis. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Francis drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Francis. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Francis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And it's 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Francis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll check this one off to Fournette. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. On 1st down, Francis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 10. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Bryant with a catch right side. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Francis. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Francis. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in red zone at the 16-yard line. So So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Francis. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Gun!
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, Francis. He can't get him down, and he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Francis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Francis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit.
They got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Elsewhere, a 3rd-quarter score. The Broncos have moved out in front of the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Francis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 3rd down, Francis. And that will be incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Francis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Play action. Francis. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bucs on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Francis. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On first down, Mahomes. Now Willis, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quan Alexander able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the gun, Francis. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Oh, yeah!
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on first down. Francis. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Francis. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Francis. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they will take over at the 20.